Hi everyone, this is Phil Siarri, the founder of Nuadox, which is a tech/innovation news platform, and welcome to the Nuadox Podcast, episode number 1. So, I've done informal podcasts on Nuadox before. They're very informal, and the goal right there is to do it more consistently and with titles and cover arts and stuff like that. So, and who knows, it might bring a different type of audience to the platform, and we'll see what happens. So the topic of this episode is blockchain and supply chain. It's a very interesting area of study, and in my opinion, one of the most interesting applications for blockchain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about different companies, organizations that are experimenting in that field. The first company is Audi, the German car manufacturer. So I found this article on Cointelegraph. It was written by Veronica, excuse my German, Reinecker, and it was titled "Audi is exploring blockchain for its distributional network." So I quote: German Ingolstadt-based car manufacturer Audi is testing blockchain technology for its physical and financial distribution processing. Cointelegraph of Deutsch reported today, March 30th. With its new solution, Audi aims to increase the security and transparency in its global supply chains. The car manufacturer released a proof of concept of its blockchain system last year after successfully testing the technology based on IBM's Hyperledger Fabric. Due to positive feedback, Audi's management decided to advance the project beyond the POC stage. So interesting, obviously, that a major car manufacturer is looking into this and actually moving forward. Another company that is experimenting with such is the mighty Coca-Cola. So there was an article from that I've seen on Al Jazeera.com, and it's via Reuters. It was titled "Coca-Cola will verify suppliers with blockchain." I quote: Coca-Cola and the U.S. Department of State, along with 2 other companies, said on Friday they are launching a project using blockchain digital ledger technology to create a secure registry for workers that will help fight the use of forced labor worldwide. The Department of State said that this is the government agency's first major project on this issue, using blockchain, reinforcing the technology's growing application for social causes. So, it's a very charitable effort. It's good to see, this private, public sector collaboration. Okay, moving on to VeChain. So VeChain, if you follow me on LinkedIn, on Twitter, you've seen that I've wrote a short article on them. They're definitely making noise, in the cryptocurrency slash token sphere. So on March 1st, I created an article from Investopedia. What is VeChain? And I quote: leveraging the open decentralized architecture of the blockchain, the VeChain platform is evolving into a reliable, scalable, and distributed business environment which runs without any central authority and allows access to all necessary information about a product to authorized stakeholders. By providing an all-round view of a product and a linked business operations like supply chain management, VeChain aims to help businesses and customers with enhanced transparency. The journalist just talks about what VeChain can contribute as far as improving supply chains, so counterfeit and substandard medicines are one of the major challenges faced across the globe. Assume that a US-based drug company has an exclusively patented high-cost cancer drug that is manufactured only in its US plant and gets shipped all around the world. Said this drug is required by a patient in Japan. While the drug has to travel to the other side of the world, it may have requirements for specialized handling, transportation, and storage. Just obviously with supply chains, you have a lot of friction. What they mean by friction is, added cost. So how does a VeChain solve this problem? VeChain follows the method of asset digitization to help address such problems. VeChain allows manufacturers to assign products with unique identities like RFIDs and sensors, which are capable of recording and broadcasting information at every stage. This information gets logged on to the public VeChain blockchain and allows all stakeholders, the manufacturers, the various supply chain partners, and the end consumers details about the product and its handling. So, very interesting concept. And like I said, VeChain is becoming like a major, token. Moving on to the next one, chhain. I found an article on CoinDesk on March 17th. MIT founded startup raises $20 million for supply chain blockchain. chhain, a supply chain focused blockchain startup founded in 2015, has raised $20 million from a group of investors. Founded at the MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology's Media Lab, the startup raised the funds to continue developing its own public blockchain powered by private smart contracts to provide different solutions for recording, transacting, and distributing data for supply chain stakeholders. After experimenting with proof of concept on Ethereum or private blockchains, the enterprise world is looking for technical solutions that can be deployed immediately to solve real supply chain problems, says Hope Liu, co-founder and CEO of chhain. So it's definitely another startup to monitor. Other organizations, startups that I would recommend you monitor if you're interested in that subject. Chain. There's also Ripe.io. It's a company that specializes in a so-called blockchain of food, basically a supply chain solution in the agriculture sector. There's a few others that I might write about later in the future. So thank you very much for listening. Stay tuned for number 2.